Before getting into software development, I worked in the psychology field as a behavior technician. My wife also is a behavior technician, and together we've had the idea to create an application using the computer science skills and our knowledge of behavior and psychology to kind of bring it together to make a more intuitive and user-friendly application that we saw a need for with the methods and applications that we had used in the past.
My name is Emily May. I'm a behavior analyst for the Autism Spectrum Disorder Clinic here at the University of Utah. I've been working with children with autism for almost 10 years. I've been a behavior analyst for 2.5 years.
After meeting Al and his wife Emily, we were able to pool together all of our ideas to come up with a rich feature set for our application.
ABA therapy is the recommended treatment for kids with autism. The best way to do this is by working with the kid one-on-one or in group settings and using data to measure the effectiveness of the treatment. The more modern ways of taking data is using technology. However, the current solutions aren't very intuitive and haven't been very user-friendly or helpful when trying to analyze the data.
We decided to go with a mobile and web application to suit the needs of both the technician and the analyst. By doing this, we're able to create the whole workflow from meeting the child, inputting them in the system, taking data, reviewing their data, and overall making a better quality of life for the child.
When a child begins ABA therapy, I like to meet with the parents to perform an assessment. This is because it's good to get a baseline of where the child's behavior is and to know what goals that I will need to implement in therapy. Then I will also ask a series of questions to understand how the child behaves in different scenarios. And then after that, I work with the child one-on-one to determine what other needs they have and what other goals that we need to work on. And after this, I go back to my desk or my computer and create a new client in VioTek. I can add goals for the kiddo, and once therapy gets started, I can review data and see what the behavior technician has worked on.
My role as a registered behavior technician is to meet with the families and the child that I'm assigned to and run certain programs or goals. An ABA therapy session looks like me going into the home of that particular client. Usually I will sit with the parent for the first little bit and kind of talk about how that child's day has gone so far. And so a lot of times I will be doing behavior therapy in an enclosed space in their home, so in a bedroom or in a living room or something like that. I work specifically doing behavior type goals to increase positive behaviors while simultaneously decreasing negative behaviors. Using VioTek has improved my work with the child because it's a lot more efficient and it's specifically for behavior therapy. Taking data discreetly is extremely important within a session because it keeps the session moving forward. It also allows the client to not get distracted by the papers being shuffled. It's very important for me to just go take data as quickly as possible and move forward. And it's also really important for the child to have a lot of confidence, and a lot of times when you are taking copious amounts of data, it can confuse them or make them uncomfortable throughout the session.
The main technology we're leveraging is AWS Amplify. Great Amazon product. We're able to configure other Amazon products very easily through its interface. We're able to set up an S3 bucket, DynamoDB, AppSync, Cognito, all through the Amplify framework. This has given us great leverages in terms of time and effort. We're able to spend more time focusing on the analyst and more time focusing on their needs, as opposed to worrying about the technology behind the scenes. With Amazon, it's extremely scalable and quick and responsive, which is what one of our main goals was with this project. We have both a web interface and iOS interface. Both of the two apps connect to the backend via AppSync. From AppSync, they're able to make GraphQL calls to DynamoDB for the data that we were pulling and storing about the different data points and clients that come to a clinic. All of this is authenticated through Cognito, so it's all very safe and secure through Amazon.
Using Amplify has been a great experience for us. It's a very easy tool, a good framework for us to tie the front end and the back end together. It helps us link together all of the AWS services without us having to configure a lot of code, which allows us to spend a lot of time improving the app for our customers. Our app has real-time data integration, which allows our users to view their data and our user data and our client data on the app and on web at any time.
We were able to coordinate with the behavior clinic here at the University of Utah and actually have the analysts and technicians from that clinic use our application. They used the application on real clients to test it, and they were really excited about the results and the potential. They gave us amazing feedback during the development of the application. A lot of their feedback was really positive on the great things about the application, how quick it is, how intuitive and easy it is to use. It was really seamless when they were working with the children. User testing was so pivotal in our development because there were some things that they pointed out that they wanted in the application. The clinic has a certain way of writing goals. There's a learning step goal, which means that there's a parent or important goal, which under that has these learning steps or child goals that the child needed to work on. And that was something we had to adapt to and put into our application. It was something we needed to tweak, but we were able to make that change for this clinic. And it also made it so that it's very adaptable for other clinics to use in the future as well.
VioTek has been a great solution because we've been able to use the application in the session. We've been able to make edits in the session. We've been able to see the data real time and see the progress throughout the session, and it's been really helpful and really exciting to see with our kiddo. Just having the actual mobile application as opposed to using a web browser on the phone has been extremely helpful. The navigation of the application is really easy, which makes the data collection process a lot easier during the session instead of having bugs or delays or weird things happen that can happen with the web browser on the phone. We haven't had that with the mobile app, and it's been great.
We're excited to be on a team working towards bettering a child's life. VioTek helps those doing ABA therapy spend less time doing administrative tasks and allows more time to be spent with the client. The focus should always be on the child, and VioTek makes that possible.